Hey guys, Travis Herche here with the final video on building a healthy worldview. So we talked about agnosticism, atheism, spirituality. Here's where we bring the whole thing in for a landing with a discussion on religion. The word religion can be pretty stinky for a lot of people because they were raised in a setting where myth was taught as fact. So people were taught that the earth was created in 6 days in the exact same literal sense that George Washington crossed the Delaware. And once they learned how to think rationally and to embrace science, and they realized how incompatible that is with the religious myths that they were taught, well, that can be really disheartening and frustrating. And they reject religion and just think, well, religion is just anti-science and I've got to get rid of it and embrace atheism. And that might be the answer for some people. But again, as we discussed in the last video, spirituality has a lot to offer you, especially if you were raised in a religious environment. So let's get on the same page about what religion is. My favorite definition is from the Satanic Temple, a narrative structure by which we contextualize our lives and works. It provides a body of symbolism and religious practice, a sense of identity, culture, community, and shared values. Religion provides a context for your life. So whenever something happens, you get a raise, a family member dies, there's something that you really want and you get it or you don't get it, religion gives you a way to understand that stuff and to explain it and to figure out where you fit in the universe. So examples of religion would be things like Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, paganism. Any of those religions can be destructive if they are literal, anti-science, fundamentalist, dogmatic, superstitious. But they don't have to be. And the fact is, almost any religion can be built on this fourth layer and become something that a rational atheist can use to enrich his life. Let me give you an example. Here in America, where I live, many kids are raised believing in an actual literal Santa Claus who lives in the North Pole and delivers presents on Christmas Day. Discovering that Santa isn't real in the same way that Lady Gaga is real can be a pretty devastating thing for a child. And sometimes they'll respond by being really militantly anti-Santa, but oftentimes they'll sort of accept it and acknowledge and reconcile, okay, there isn't actually a real Santa, but I still enjoy Santa as part of my Christmas experience. If you see a 44-year-old making Christmas cookies in the shape of Santa hats and hanging up Santa ornaments, you're not going to butt in and go, oh, honey, I am so sorry to tell you this, but Santa's not actually real. You know that this 44-year-old knows that Santa isn't real. Adults can enjoy Santa without believing that he's actually literally real. Now here's where things get interesting. You can do the same thing with the baby Jesus. Religion, instead of being an alternative to science, can be a set of practices that allow you to develop your unique spirituality. They'll allow you to ask for what you want from God or the universe or yourself, to bury your dead, to build a community of other people who share your values and have special holidays and traditions. And almost any religion can be practiced this way, including Christianity, which is sort of the default religion here in America. If you like the religion that you're in right now, if it's working for you, if it's giving you value and meaning and you love the community and the culture, then by all means stay in it. The symbols that you grew up with are powerful. The traditions and the memories from your childhood. So embracing a new religion is unlikely to be as powerful as the one you already have. On the other hand, if you're unhappy with your current religion, if you feel like it's suppressing you, if it's making you miserable, if it's pushing you toward cruelty, then please feel free to change it. Find another one that works for you, or just let go of religion entirely and just drop down to either the spiritualist level or the atheist level, and that's totally okay. Understand that a religion can work really well for one person, but for another person it suppresses their individuality, their unique personality. It makes them miserable, it scares them. That means first that you have to respect everybody's different religious beliefs. Respect what they've chosen that works for them. And second, understand that religion is not an excuse for irrational thinking or treating someone else with cruelty. Jesus of Nazareth talked about a specific Jewish tradition called the Sabbath. And he said, people were not made for the good of the Sabbath. The Sabbath was made for the good of the people. That's the mindset you want to have. If you're embracing religion, not as something that you have to belong to and submit to and fit into, but instead as one aspect of living a noble, empowered life, then you may find it to be a wonderful tool. So Those are the 4 layers. That's how I, a fully rational, scientific atheist, embrace religion and practice magic. Now, I love hearing from you guys, thoughts, questions, concerns, accusations. Next week, we're going to be diving into one of the questions that I've been getting the most over the last few months that I've been gone. Can't wait to share that with you. I'll see you guys soon.